What is up, YouTube? Who am I? As always, Belthor here, back with another episode of Enigmatica 2. Alright, in today's episode, I've moved the ME controller up on the ceiling so that we're not running into it, and just have the quartz glass cable coming down with our interface so that we can access the drives and stuff. Eventually, I might have just a room going that way. That'll have extended ME drives and all kinds of storage, and then we have our, in the last episode, we have our garden cloches over there. So now, in today's episode, I have been working on a room in here. It's not finished. The ceiling is not done, but everything else should be done. So in this quest, let's gonna work on our AA system, get up and running. The hopefully the chipset for making the actual storage crystals and the storage itself chips. We'll get that on an automated system, so I can just call for it. I did go along because I've made a lot of these cables from the smart cables, dense cables, so we can confirm and collect that reward, which is great. I need those. We did complete this because I made the crafting terminal, so it's giving me, it looks like, another crafting terminal, which is great because we'll put that maybe upstairs or in another room somewhere. So let's move on and let's get this set up. So I've already run a dense ME cable over. Now with a system, every machine that's attached to the actual system needs a channel. So as you can see in the tooltip there, it says 0 out of 32, and so that's the dense cable. But also there is also a smart cable which can do 8 only, and then it's full, and then you can't connect up anything else to it. You need more channels. So this is the ME controller. I do actually have another couple other ME controllers that I will surround this and connect it up, so then I can come off of those. So each side can hold up a maximum of 32 channels going down. So as you can see, I haven't filled in that or that wall, but I just want to get going. So I've made some of the inscribers, but also made the A2 advanced inscribers, because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, they can do 5 speeds. 5-speed upgrades, where the other one can only do 3. So these should be a whole lot faster. So we're definitely going to get those hooked up, and that's what I want now, so that we can start getting these chips all set up and stuff. So what we need is, I'm hoping I have enough cables. I may have to make some more just ME smart cables. So I've just got to come into the center of the room, and then I'm going to branch off. So I was thinking maybe over here we can just do the actual, oh, nope, that's more dense cable. Where'd it go? Is it not trapped up there? Oh, no, it's right here. Why didn't you go in my inventory? Here's the smart cables now we have coming off. So I'm hoping I have enough smart cables. So now let's get this designed in mind. Let's get a torch down there. I don't want anything definitely to spawn here. Let's see. So what happens is I need, and I've got about 4 interfaces as well to go into, so I had to take account for that too. So what I might do is have the interfaces on the wall. Yeah, I think I will do that, I think. So let's have, coming down here, there's the 4 interfaces, and then we'll have these just like that. There we go. That's perfect. So now let's give me my wrench so I can grab this and come coming down to here, they will have start to get power, because a lot of times these interfaces, especially if it's catered to the AE system, they can get power from this system itself, from the cables and stuff. And as you can see now, I have 4 items hooked up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need to run cables to the other ones because these ME interfaces connect to each other. So it's basically like a cable within the ME interface. So as well. So like all of this now are basically hooked up. And then as you can see, 4 channels. And then if I went to here, we got 4 of 32 channels. So now we've got those hooked up. Let's go and get our presses. So we need, whoops, 1 of these, which is going to get 1 of each. Boom, just like that. And then we'll set it up here. So this first one, we'll just put the silicone in. And it's locked, so it can't be overwritten. So what happens is it'll come in here. And we'll get this one. And then we'll just go on, so on and so forth. So now what happens is I'm going to put a pattern into here. So the system will automatically come down to here and craft this when I tell it to, which I don't know if we'll get into that today, but I got to get into the point of setting up the actual crafting molecular assembler plus all these crafting storage, because that's what it needs, byte storage for crafting as well. So plus I'll need the pattern interface terminal as well, so that I can create patterns and stuff like that. So but we'll get this set up. So this one was the calculation, engineering, logic, and of course the silicon press. We will need another one as well. I don't know if I have enough stuff for it, because we want to take this one, because in order to make those advanced ones you need one of these, which we already have, which is great. And then we'll probably maybe put it just right on the side of it as well. But while we're at it as well, I don't know if they can go back in to the AE system through that. Let's just do a test. Let's just grab maybe some silicone and we'll test that out. All right, let's check here now. So this is the silicon, so it presses it. And as you can see, it's not going back into the system. So now what we need to make is some imports to go along with these. It doesn't matter what side. So I can make imports go along here and then just have a cable run right back to this, so that anything that comes in that's created, whether it would be in here, here, it'll automatically go right back into the AE system itself. So I need to make some import buses. Okay, so we need to make some. I need to make, looks like, I think it was an annihilation core. So, whoops, what we need is some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta start at one point. I need to crush these. Basically just pulverizing them so they're into their dust form. I got to start finding more of these actual crystals, so that, because I'm starting to get low, and I'm definitely going to need them when it comes to making chips, and of course all this annihilation cores, to the point of all the automated stuff when it comes to applied energetics. Okay, now, no, I needed. Now I want to narrow that down. Import. So, oops, I didn't mean to drop it. All right, so we have one. So I'm just going to show you, just like that, and that's also going to put another channel onto it. I don't need to go all the way over there though. Whoops. I'm running out of cables here. Give me that cable. All right, give me that cable. There we go. All I do is connect it up to here, and it will automatically connect. So it is now connected, and as you can see now, instead of 4, I have 5. And this has automatically gone back into the actual system. We should have this in here. Silicon press 1. So now, anything I put in, so let's see, when it comes to that, at least that silicon one, so I need to duplicate that when it comes to for here, here, and here, of course. So let's put another one in here. And once it's done, it should automatically be gone, and then it's now gone back into the A system. So once I hook up this and this, there will be no more channels for this cable itself. If I hooked up another device, it either won't connect up or it will disconnect something else for it to connect. So obviously I don't want that. So what I probably will do is over here have the 5th inscriber, and we'll just come off here so that it will be making the actual processors. These will be making the chips, and of course this makes the silicon, and over here we'll make the actual processors. That's most likely what I'll do, but I need to make some more imports so I can get that set up. So, but I think I needed some more pistons. Let's make 6 more to be on the safe side. And I should have enough rice balls in here. I do not, apparently. Okay, let's make some more rice balls. Let's see, there we go. We got 4, and there we go. We can automate that stuff as well eventually. So rice balls and pistons. I need sticky pistons. That should do. All right. Okay, now got another one. Can we make another? Yep, that should. That's perfect. All right. Let's go over here. And boom, boom, boom. All right. I just had enough cables too when it comes to that. So now this is 8 out of 8. As you can see, these here, right here, device is online. It's blue. If it was a different color, like if I took away this and this, it shouldn't be online. And then there we go. So it just went offline. So it's black. If it is actually like a purple, which means it's connected up to the network, but there's no channel for it. There's not enough channels. So what we're gonna do is, whoops, we're definitely not gonna do that. There we go, nice and streamlined. So as you can see, it was purple, and then it detects the network. Boom, it's got enough channels. Boom. So now this cable is full. I cannot connect up anything else, so they're all standalone. So now that is almost all set up. Once I start getting up into the pattern stuff, I can put the patterns in here and then call for it, and then it'll do its thing and come down and craft and all that jazz. So I definitely don't have enough smart cable. I need to make definitely more smart cable in order for me to do anything. So let's take so I can use quartz as well. So I have lots of quartz because I was in the nether. So let's I need to get that pulverized. I want 64 of it. So, because I'm going to be using a lot of those smart cables and stuff like that. So let's get all that pulverized and going. And now, in the meantime, let's see. Let's just take a quick look at some quests to see if we can't complete some quests as well. So let's go back up here. And so here's where it comes into making the pattern terminal and a blank pattern. Can I make a blank pattern? Is it only that one, or is it? Oh yeah, it can be a normal. So we need some quartz crystal as well. Yeah, we definitely need some quartz. I'm glad I'm pulverizing that down, and I need this as well. Perfect. All right, we had enough of that. So we have the actual pattern terminal. So now I just need the blank pattern, which I need quartz. So I'm just crushing that down now. So that's great. We'll be able to get that. And then eventually we need to get into this crafting processing unit. And can I make this crafting unit? Yeah, I can. So let's do that and complete that quest. It's perfect. Let's get a loot chest, claim it. I'm going to need more of those. Beryllium ingot. Oh, that might come in class. It'll come in hopefully to later when I'm doing nuclear craft. That is a section in the quest book. So I'm going to need to make at least one more of those, because in these, like even in the 1K storage, it still uses a crafting. So do we have enough to make another one? We do. That's fantastic. So we can make a 1K just to get started here. I don't want to use these. I'll use these instead. Okay. And where did that 1K go? Right in front of my eyes, of course. Okay. So that's that. When it comes to these here, they always have to be in even numbers when you place them down, like kind of in a block form. Oop, did we complete a quest? We did. Excellent. Let's get that. I was hoping it was going to give me some implied energetic stuff, but it did not. Ooh, there we go. Some draconic evolution stuff. That'll probably come in handy much later on. So where's my ME dense cable? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish it all the way out to here. And then we can pop that down and that down. There we go. So how it formed, if I only have one, it doesn't. So now this is taking up one channel. I should really have a coprocessor in there, but as you can see, there's nothing being crafted. I'll need that for the patterns and stuff like that. We'll also need the molecular assembler as well. Do we have enough? We do not. Do we have enough to make one of these? Just barely. Okay, so we're going to need the quartz crystal, which I think we can go back and get that now. And where is this? That we'll put in there. Okay, so let's go get our quartz so we can start making all that. There we go, 64 of those. Let's go back and throw that into the AE system. And molecular assembler, and we need to make, let's make a good portion of those. Okay, that's that. The unfortunate part about it is we need to make an interface as well, but we need to make the pattern. Let's make the pattern. Let's take that crystal away. I don't know why it always defaults to that one. When we make our pattern, we can make a pattern to make a pattern. How funny that is. All right, so we can complete that one. Perfect, and it's going to give us 64 blank patterns, so that's fantastic. So now we take this ME terminal. I'm gonna put the pattern one right here. So this is where we can make patterns, whether it would be if it was just crafting, or when it comes to machines, to tell it to make stuff. So with the machines, that's what we're gonna do. So let's put all our 64 blank patterns in here. Put that one in. So let's is it chips? Nope. Okay. Let's tell it to make, let's look up silicone just to show you. So silicone, so what happens is it's one silicone to make one pattern. So let's go over to there. So this is the actual processing we need. We don't need this because it's not a crafting grid. So let's go in here. So we need one of those makes one of those. So now when we click on it and craft it, this is just a pattern. As you can see, if I hold shift, it gives an icon of what it looks like actually when it's done. But we're going to go over here, and this is where our silicone is. So we pop this in here. Now that pattern's in there. I don't know if we'll be able to do it without no, we should be able to because it's not molecular. So if we go into silicone and we remove the two, notice it's still in there, and now it says craft. So now when I click on it, it's telling you select amount, of course. So let's say 1, and let's see if it'll actually do it. Okay, so it should have sent it down to here, and I think it's now done now and gone back in. Let's see, and it worked perfectly. So now you can also, because if you can't see that there's a crafting in here, you don't actually have to take it out. Because I mean, if I click on it, if I take it out and click on it, it gives me up with the amount. So what happens is all you have to do is middle click, which you might be able to change, and then it'll come up with actual crafting amount of what you want. So let's get these. So now we can get all of these start to get to go. So let's get one of those, and one of those, and this is what's used for that. And I need a gold for that one. I need a diamond for that one, and this is for this one. Okay, so into patterns processing. So one of these makes one of these. All right, that's one pattern. So let's put that up there. Okay, so let's put that back in the system. We're done with that. So one diamond, let's remove that, makes that. So let's put that in the system, remove that. That and that makes that. All right. Let's remove that. Okay. So now we have the 3 blank patterns. So now we have to put them in accordingly. So this is the calculation, which is this one. It's making the printed calculation circuit. All right. So this one is this pattern. Let's get up here. This one is the engineering, which is the diamond one. So that's that. And this is obviously is the logic one. So now those are done too. So if we go in here, and now we should be able to, yep, we can craft that one. We can craft that one, and we can craft that one. So now we can get our logic circuits, and then when we take this one and make another inscriber and go along here, we can make the actual processors, which are used in obviously a lot of applied energistics and stuff like that. So we're definitely on our way when it comes to automating system as well with the applied energistics. So if you click on this hammer, you can actually see the crafting status. There's no jobs whatsoever and stuff like that. So at the moment, because obviously there is none. Okay, so So what I need to now is, let's get a molecular assembler. So what I need now is interface. Oops, there we go, an interface. So what do we need for the interface? So oops, wrong one. So we need this one right here. So let's do 4. I need to pulverize these. Is this done? Yeah, that should be done. This should be quick enough. There's nothing in here, so I'll just do this for now. There we go. Let's get an interface. Whoops, I meant to pop it in there. There we go. Interface. Okay, so we'll just get one interface for now. Eventually, we're going to definitely pop in more. Okay, so let's just pop this down like that. So now this has 1 channel and it comes up to here, so 8, so it should be 9 channels beyond this point. This is the junction, so it's only 1 to here, and then of course more comes on to here. It's like a train station, almost like picking up people. So get 9 channels, so we're still not near the 32 yet for maxed. So now what we're gonna do is gonna pop this into here, and then molecular into here. So now, of course, like I said before, this is connected up. Now it's got 1 more channel, so now it's got 2. So this gets its power from the actual AA system, which powers this molecular assembler. So now in here, I can speed this up, which eventually I will be doing. So now with this pattern, this is a machine that will craft stuff like you normally would do in a crafting table. Automatically, you know what I mean? Once I put patterns in there, so if I wanted to create, let's say, wool, we can actually do that. So let's pop in a pattern right now. Whoops, this is a crafting pattern. So let's see, do we have any cotton? No, we need more cotton. I used it all because I made like lots of wool, but just in case, let's take a thing of 64 over here just for now. There we go. Now I know the pattern, so it's like just like that. So now if we craft this, now it's crafting 9. It crafts 1 wool, as it says there, with 9 cotton. So let's take that pattern out, and we'll go over here and pop that in here. So now that's learned. So now if I go over to here, wool, I'm not going to pull out all that wool, but if I middle click, now I can actually craft wool with cotton, and it'll do it with a molecular assembler. So so the other way is usually with machines that are not crafted in a grid form. So that's good, you know what I mean? You can access outside machines as well that take inputs and outputs, and that is great for us when it comes to machines like this, to the crusher, to, you know, this is, I'm going to hook this up as well so that we can request all those. We don't actually have to go over, pop it in. We're just going to make a room somewhere that will have all those machines, and then all I have to do is come to here and say, hey, I want this, I want that, and it'll automatically, once I've got it all set up, you know what I mean, it's automation, right? That's the way it is. That's the way of the future, automation. I think that's it for today. I'm gonna do some, probably in between, some grinding, I need to go and find more of these quartz crystals for sure, because we're gonna need it. I'm gonna make some more ME controllers and get them all hooked up. I've got this hooked up as well so that it'll automatically go back in. Yeah, and all kinds of stuff. All right, that's it for today's episode. So if you liked the video, punch that thumbs up button and leave a comment. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and punch that subscribe button too. And as always, take it easy.